Joey Ground, Cherokee 83364, continue.
Number 13 Whiskey, LA Center 135.5.
35.5, 13 Whiskey.
Number 3364, Roman 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, Cherokee 83364.
Walker 234, Oakland Center 12745, connect. 12745, 2745.
So that's a pretty standard
contact lost.
John Wayne clearance, run up, taxi. Now he would tell us to monitor tower. So we flip over to tower.
TBM 13 Whiskey, LA Center, hello. The Camarillo altimeter 29908. Number 149 Charlie Delta, do you have a specific approach for Fullerton you're looking for?
Hey, firm, we have a hotel and we'll be requesting vectors for the localizer 24.
November 149 Charlie Delta, roger. You can expect that. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Down to 6,000 on Charlie Delta.
Giant Tower Cherokee 83364, holding short 20 right at Kilo.
Number 3364 John Wayne Tower, the wind 2103, Roman 20 at Kilo, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 20 right, Cherokee 83364. Lights, camera, action. yeah, the longitude, we left the longitude
Approaching runway
in
20
Colorado.
right.
This
Entered
is
runway 20
this
right.
is trying to get to Burbank
5,300 feet remaining.
faster than anyone ever has. Whoa. Okay. We left it in Colorado because it's a little bit on the broken side.
November 149 Charlie Delta, depart
Airspeed is
Paradise,
alive.
heading 260, vector final approach.
What it do,
Paradise, heading 260, vector center, Charlie Delta.
We up, baby. Best angle of climb.
And there we go. Dude, I think you're in the right spot. Listening to streams is a great way to ask questions and see how ATC is interacted with live. We up, baby. Live ATC.
Say altitude.
Climbing through 500 Cherokee 364.
With 364, radar contact on SoCal departure. Good flight.
SoCal departure Cherokee 83364. Thanks, Sue.
Right turn, contact ground. Right turn, contact the ground.
SoCal, good evening. Cherokee 83364, climbing through 900 restricted.
Right, 3364 SoCal departure. Cancel your altitude restriction. Resume own navigation.
ONAV and altitude's up to 4,500 at Cherokee 83364.
Roger.
No, ATC will not help you there. No, and in fact, flying on VATSIM will probably negatively impact that objective. Just in general. Whoa, sorry. Now that everyone's puked. Yeah, I mean that's step one from the player's handbook is don't join VATSIM. And not that there's anything inherently wrong with VATSIM versus any other, but you know what I think you know what I mean.
We copied it, Red.
We up, baby.
Let it do, baby. We up, baby. Best.
Yeah, dude, I killed it. I absolutely killed it. Yeah, Pilot Edge is what we're on right now, and it is guaranteed coverage.
Number 2, Lima Alpha, contact SoCal.
Much higher
136.7.
quality product. You get what you pay for in a lot of regards with
136.7
both
Lima Alpha
of them. But yeah, the guaranteed coverage for learning, if you're actually trying to learn, that's huge. Yeah. Every day, 15 hours a day, every day, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific time.
SoCal, good evening, sir. Ticket 332 Lima Alpha.
You know, in the coverage area. VATSIM, it's a crapshoot.
Number 332 Lima Alpha.
Not to say that it's not possible to learn with that, but it just makes it so much easier when you
Yep,
have,
that'll work. We'll expect the visual.
you know exactly what you're getting and when.
31 right, 31 right.
Sorry, I cut myself off there. 31 right, thanks.
In SoCal, we will be looking for the RNAV 21 into Santa Monica for TBM 280 Bravo.
It's so fun doing a flight like this now. You know, I just remember
Yeah, we're on our way to 6,000, 280 Bravo.
so vividly
280 Bravo, contact
learning
SoCal
this stuff
135.4.
from the beginning,
SoCal 135
and
for 280 Bravo.
you know, you just like, God, how do you do this at all? And now, you know, we can be up in the air from John Wayne in, you know, like
And SoCal approach TBM
15 minutes,
260 Bravo,
we're in the air,
200 for 6,000,
ready to
RNAV 21
go
into Santa Monica.
on our way.
280 Bravo, SoCal
Nothing in ForeFlight. I mean, I've got it up,
Dark
but
Setter,
no
above
flight
4,000,
plan in
300,
there.
Cleared RNAV 21 into Santa
You know,
Monica,
we're
TBM
just
280 Bravo.
we're just fully visual. Totally visual, going through the special
November
levels.
2 Lima Alpha, descend to maintain 9,000.
Okay, down to 9,000.
VATSIM from
Lima Alpha.
2001. Jeez. Yeah, so the guaranteed coverage on Pilot Edge Shiny One is ZLA. So that's SoCal. ZLA includes San Diego, LAX, Santa Barbara, up to San Luis Obispo, and then all the way east to Vegas, and then down to Havasu
Number 13
and
Whiskey, descend to maintain
Yuma.
9,000. Contact
That's
Santa
the
Barbara,
ZLA,
120.55.
you know, LA Center coverage area. And then it's got the Western expansion, which goes, I think, to like Western Texas, but includes Washington, Oregon, Northern California, Nevada, Idaho, Montana, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, and then Arizona.
Number 13 Whiskey, Santa Barbara approach, descend to maintain
Not
8,000.
every airport, so it's all the Bravos, a lot of the Charlies, maybe all
Sorry,
of them, because there's really not
I knew
that
it
many.
sounded like I was going to say more because I was. Do you want to approach Quest into Lompoc?
And then like some, a couple of deltas. That the Western expansion area is really for like the jet traffic and regional stuff, so it's kind of designed around that. But it is guaranteed somebody's going to be
Number
working
13 Whiskey, proceed direct
8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Directly back.
So there's our altitude, 4,500. We are just over Seal Beach. Not for real. Have a great night. Thank you.
149 Charlie Delta, 10 miles
Thank
from
you
Zorro.
for,
Flight President
being
heading
here
to
tonight.
establishment localizer. Correction. Flight President heading, maintain 3,000 establishment localizer. Cleared localizer, runway 24 approach.
President heading, maintain 3,000 until establishment localizer, cleared localizer 2 for approach, 149 Charlie Delta.
Number 2 Lima Alpha, fly heading 070, vector final approach course.
070 vectors for the final approach to Lima Alpha.
We're looking good.
We're looking good. Oh, we're looking good.
Ghost. We're currently not at an airport. Tusab, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. We are going to Burbank from John Wayne. And right now we are just off of Seal
Number
Beach.
2 Lima Alpha traffic 11 moving
Long
12
Beach
o'clock, 2
Airport
miles, eastbound, 9,400.
is not right
Center
there.
maintain 7,000.
There's Long Beach.
Traffic in
Torrance is
Traffic
just
is in sight, and we're
on
down
the
to
other side of our
7,000
little
now.
windshield pillow there. There's Torrance. Sask 13. Thank you very much, man, for following. Welcome. I remember how Vatson was basically just Chicago,
Number
New York, and LA.
8336 or radar service terminated squawk 1201. G'day.
1201 Cherokee 83364. We'll see you.
See ya.
Sounded like he was dying. So, all right, here we go. 1201, ready to go. I'm guessing it's still like that then. Yeah, Pilot Edge may sound like a better route for a specific simmer who wants a guaranteed ability to have ADC. Yeah, and I mean it does come at a cost. You do pay for it, but it is, you know. of course, that. That's awesome. You cannot tell that it's 120, Shane. You sound ready, freaking to go. This is the Just Flight Arrow, so this is available in justflight.com, and it is which is one of my favorite planes. Special Flight Rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4500 northbound, approaching Long Beach Harbor. Special Flight Rules. And then let's do 24. What is it? 24.3 was. We can check that one, see if that was alive. Pretty sure it was 24.3.
Number 332 Lima.
Yep. Long Beach Harbor. Dang, that looks so good. Oh my god. We might get a little stutter or two as this thing kind of loads in here, but god, that looks awesome. That looks awesome. How about that? A little bit of little mood in there. Dude, that's insane. That is really insane. Yep, here comes the LA load in. Dude, I am freaking starving. I have not had anything to eat. I have the Logitech, the the Cytec yoke, whatever it's called. Anyway, oh, excuse me. I don't even know what it's called. It's a yoke. Yeah, this is. I was gifted it, and it works. So, not much thought was put into this. not much thought. 130. This is when, like, oh my god, I wish we were in the Bonanza. And then the throttle is the same. It's the Cytec throttle quadrant, so it's the same. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. So pretty simple. I've never been into or interested in the like replicating the real feel of the plane, because I'm very fortunate enough to be able to fly for real, so the I don't have the need to try to replicate the real world feel of a plane, because it will never ever get close. So instead of again trying to replicate that and spending all the money on the fancy stuff, I just have always got the cheapest usable stuff, because to me, what the real benefit of the simulator is the visuals. It's beautiful. It's it's fun to just look at, honestly. But the other thing is that the real plane, it does not, the physics, it just does not feel like a real plane. Is $45 worth it? I think it is absolutely worth it. It is the best looking sounding plane for the simulator. For GA, I think it's for both X-Plane and Microsoft. It is the best. I think it's absolutely worth $45. I saw your mixture lever jumping around. It was? It seemed to. So yeah, like I want navigation. So when I have ForeFlight up, I can work on navigation. I've got the radio calls through Pilot Edge, and that's all I need in order for it to be beneficial to me as a tool for real world flying. I don't need a fancy yoke or setup or whatever. Special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364 4500 northbound, Beam Torrance. Special flight rules. I normally fly French Valley, Palomar. I'm a bit intimidated to fly into John Wayne. Any tips? Absolutely, dude. I have any amount of tips that you can think of. What? Like, yeah, I know I have a video. Like, I did a really long, yeah, here.
Friends would walk up to me and just be like, what the f-?
This is, there you go. That's as thorough as I can get on how to go to John Wayne. For those of us who can't afford and justify ForeFlight, yeah, if you can't afford and justify ForeFlight, use SkyVector. It is everything it has everything that ForeFlight has, except the georeference stuff, and it's fantastic. So the resources are out there. Yeah, no, dude, I would, and if you're in the Discord, be happy to help there as well if you have any specific questions, but it's really not that bad. Abbe, thank you for joining. Welcome. Special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364 4500 northbound over Hawthorne 405 interchange. Special flight rules. Yeah, but it doesn't, yeah, there's nothing in Canada. So good. Oh, it looks so good. I mean, that looks amazing. I normally fly this. So this exact plane, except with fixed gear. That's the plane. It's an Archer, not an Arrow. Yeah, but I like so any of the free stuff just hasn't been great for me, and I always it's got to be the real world stuff. When I'm using the sim, I need to have all of the real world material. There's really nothing that's sim specific that I ever use. So those are my two prerequisites. Is it's got to be real world, and if it's not, I mean, let me rephrase that. The free stuff, SkyVector, is great. AvAir, I've used that, and that's the app, right? So the problem with the app is I don't think that there's a web interface, and on a phone it's just impossibly small and it's really clunky. So I'd rather, if I don't have ForeFlight on my iPad, I would rather have SkyVector on a second monitor because it's so much easier to navigate and have it nice and big as I'm trying to learn an area or something. Special Flight Rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4,500 northbound approaching Imperial Highway, Special Flight Rules. Yikes, that looks pretty nice. That looks really nice. Wow. Yeah, I tried. What was the other one? Flight Sim Go, and it just like none of those. It's just not good. It's so ForeFlight to me is way worth it. Special Flight Rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4,500 northbound over LAX North Complex. Special Flight Rules. Yeah, it's just too hard, B Squad. There's no benefit to expanding there versus what Pilot Edge already offers. And I mean, they get that question almost maybe every day, if not like for sure every week or multiple times a week. It takes, well, first of all, you're talking about a whole different system. So it's not FAA anymore, and it is Special Flight Rules traffic, Skyhawk, Cherokee 83364, 4,500 northbound over Bologna Creek, Special Flight Rules. So like all of the resources needed to add Western Canada or even, you know, like Vancouver, BC or whatever would not add any. They wouldn't get that investment back. It would cost way too much for what it would add. It would not add any subscribers to make it worth it. That comes up weekly. So, how is Navigraph SimBrief for maps? SimBrief I hate. It's really dumb. Navigraph, I've used it a little bit and I don't really like it. That's kind of like Shiny One. I like to use the real world stuff. I know it's up to date. I know that it's correct. I know that it will translate when I actually try to do it. Special Flight Rules, Cherokee 83364, 4,500 northbound over Santa Monica. Last call departing to the northeast. Special Flight Rules. So yeah, I try to keep it real. Any of the info works well for airfield charts. Yeah, SkyVector does it for free. And it has VFR stuff. This is all. Yeah, Tusab, this is all real world stuff. So I'm using real world frequencies, real world charts, real world diagrams. It's all the real stuff, and it all works perfectly. SoCal approach, good evening, Cherokee 83364, 4,500. We are just over Santa Monica, inbound Burbank.
3364 SoCal, Squawka 3554.
3554, 364.
November 2, Lima Alpha straight ahead, Hotel Golf Signature, cross runway 31 left at Hotel.
Okay, Hotel Golf Signature.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it really only is beneficial in the U.S., really. Yeah. But again, like Navigraph, like...
3364, we got a contact inbound south of Van Nuys, and you're inbound Burbank, you said?
Affirmative, we're inbound Burbank with information, Mike.
Right, 3364, right base, runway 8.
Right base, runway 8, Cherokee 364. I like Navigraph. Everything that I've heard about them, I like and everything. I just find it really. I don't know what they offer fully, so I can't really. By the way, I did this entire thing by hand, not on autopilot. I'm really proud of myself. And look at how freaking cool that looks.
Number 155, Sarah, up on Springs Ground, away True West, taxi.
So if you're gonna charge for something that has a moving map and charts, it just seems crazy to me to not have ForeFlight. But I understand that not everyone is going to fly in the real world, which is totally understandable and fine and everything. And yeah, and that's a good use case. Iowa is, IFR stuff outside of the U.S. I just think that there would be another way to get that. And it's obviously designed for use with flight sims and I don't know. If it works, then awesome. It is I don't have a single use for it personally. I fly, even if I didn't have ForeFlight, I would just use SkyVector, I think. The main service they used to offer was FMS data upgrades, and now they offer JEP charts. Most other countries have very limited chart exposure, and the easiest way to find them is JEP. Got it. Yeah, so I do not mess around with international stuff. So I am not gonna be the one to give any feedback on Navigraph. I highly doubt that they will expand to Canada. Yeah, I highly doubt it. Again, there's no benefit to do that. The airspace is it's too similar. I mean, you know how many people come to the U.S. To train. Like, it's close enough. Airspeed, it's just not going to be. Yeah, there's just no benefit from a training perspective or from a network perspective. The Swivel Air Patrol, huh? I don't know if Swivel Air Patrol is 18.7 Cherokee 364. Yeah, I don't know if going through all that stuff is worth it for a ForeFlight subscription. Just pay the $100. Burbank Tower Cherokee 83364 on final for runway 8 information Mike full stop.
Bird Tree 364 Burbank Tower runway 8 clear to land.
We'll land runway 8 Cherokee 83364. And we are going downhill at 134.
One mile final runway 08 at Kilo Bravo Uniform Romeo. Warning, airport not in current route.
Don't care. All right, this is the beautiful thing about Complex is we can pop the prop.
500.
Get the air brakes out. Yeah, and that's like I understand the desire to have your own airspace covered, but the amount of training and resources that Pilot Edge has for the airspace that it covers is insane. And there's no practical way to add new regions or areas that will make up for it in subscriptions. It's not scalable.
Climbing 7,000.
And I know that it might sound like it's it's right next to Seattle, but that has so little bearing on the resources needed to make that happen. It's
November 13 Whiskey.
it's a new country, it's new airspace, it's all new frequencies, it's new procedures. It's a bunch of stuff that has to be trained on. Not to mention any international stuff that they would want to have to simulate. It's not going to add subscribers to make up for any of that. Burbank Tower, Cherokee 83364. We are clear runway 8 at Bravo, and we are parked at Millionaire.
Murray 3364, Bravo to Millionaire, monitor ground. Have a fantastic night, Mr. Ferrelli.
Bravo to Millionaire. Well, monitor ground, Cherokee 83364. Have a fantastic night. Thanks for the help, Shane, and get some sleep. See ya. Let's see. It's worth it if you want to give back to the community. Not good fit for everyone, for sure. Yeah, yeah. There's.
Number 5 Sierra Tel, turn left turn.
Yeah.
270.
It's fine. There's the part of the aviation community that is not into that. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of extra stuff. You know, if you wanna, if that's your thing, then it's awesome. It's a great opportunity. It's a great way to save some money potentially, but yeah, it is definitely not for everyone. Yeah, so the
5 Sierra Tel, proceed direct
was that a beach jet? Yeah. Ugh.
Direct D-Way for 5 Sierra Tel.
Forgot that they had that thing there. Yeah, so the paint on the wheels were replaced, but yeah, the plane that I fly had those on there from a landing competition. So the lovely Finbar included that in the plane livery. And I'm kind of sad that the paint is gone. There you go. Burbank. John Wayne to Burbank. 3-hour drive. Lickety split. Continue, please. Yeah, so the conversation with Pilot Edge is ongoing. That will go on for a very long time about expanding. If you, like I said, I understand the desire to have your airspace covered. I totally get that. But the reality is that Pilot Edge, the core of what Pilot Edge is a training network. So the training, the benefit of training is agnostic to airspace. You could be anywhere. If you can learn, if you learn in SoCal, you can fly everywhere. And that's why they chose it. The founder of Pilot Edge is from the New York area. He's from Jersey. So he selected an airspace to start that's outside of his own airspace because he recognized how diverse and perfect ZLA is for training purposes. International, not really. No, I mean it's a U.S. company, and all of the material is based on FAA stuff, and so many people come over to the U.S. to train. The U.S. is friendlier than any other country for GA, and as a result, it just makes it way easier to replicate the procedures. So it's focused on ZLA in SoCal because of that reason, because of the training benefit to it. It's U.S. obviously, FAA stuff, and the only way that it's ever going to expand elsewhere is if it's just not, if it gets too congested, basically. Yeah, we can play from the ground to 17.9. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no restriction. And even, you know, with oxygen, you can go up into the flight levels too. But yeah, just VFR, flying around with nothing, whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they currently have drones that in uncontrolled airspace that are flying around. But you know, imagine every position manned, you know, tower en route, you know, all those positions manned. I mean, sometimes during events they'll have someone on ground, someone on tower, someone en route. So they have the ability to scale immediately, but they have to, you know, the training that's involved is crazy, right, Shane? It's like 6 months to train. You have to manage so much airspace, and the training involved is insane. They're trained effectively to go in any airspace and on any airport in ZLA in real life, and they would know how to run it, and could probably run it as good, if not better, because they're having to deal with 40 whatever other airports in that same area. I took 5 months to get fully certified. See, yeah. So Shane was our controller that we just had on Pilot Edge, and that's the great thing about the Discord as well, which I will post a link here. Pilot Edge controllers are in Discord. VATSIM controllers are in the Discord. Real world controllers, a couple friends are John Wayne air traffic controllers, real world stuff. So if you have any questions regarding ATC communications, whatever, we have it from, you know, one side of the mic and the other, you know, the pilot side and the other side. Yeah. But yeah, it's understandable because we all want to fly around our home area, but really this is a training network, and the benefit of that is best served by having a smaller coverage area focused on an area that provides the greatest possible whatever you call learning.
What's up, guys? Dr. Lupo.
ZLA has the most varied and I don't even know how do you say that? I don't know what I'm trying to say, and let alone how to say it. But it is varied, and it has a little bit of everything. It's diverse. Yeah, it's a very diverse area. So for training purposes, you have you've got the coastal airports, so you have all the weather and winds and stuff that comes along with coastal airports. You've got mountainous areas.
Hey, bird.
Speaking of
buddy.
Bill 4 L fly guy, 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 Bill 4 L fly guy.
Finbar, I love it. Or I was just commenting on your the paint on the tires and how like insanely accurate those are. I freaking love it. Look at that. Yeah. Cheers, Finbar. But yeah, so you've got like desert, you've got mountains, you've got coastal, you've got canyons, you've got Bravos, Charlies, Deltas. It's such a varied area that you can train in pretty much everything, and that's why if you can fly there, you can fly anywhere, which is why Pilot Edge chose it as its focal area. So if you think of Pilot Edge not as a sim, role-playing wherever you want type of network, kind of like what VATSIM is. If you think of it as a training network, that's really designed. It's really for people that are learning how to fly in my brain is like totally freaking fried.
We copy the risk.
It's really designed for people that are learning how to fly in real life. That doesn't mean that it can't be the ultimate immersive option for like a mega simmer, and I don't mean that in like, it's really not designed for the casual person that just wants to fly around. Like, you gotta really want to learn how to speak on the radios, how to navigate, how to communicate, procedures, handle the plane. Like, you're being held to a higher standard than you would be on VATSIM. That's the realistic part of it. Phrases the network as an accurate simulation of the National Airspace System. So they expect you to have a certain level of proficiency, or else you will be removed from the network, frankly. VATSIM is way more lenient. You can still get booted from there as well, but it's definitely not the same. They don't hold you to the same standards, and you don't have the guaranteed coverage. So that's a long-winded answer to a lot of some of those questions you guys have, which are all perfectly valid questions and understandable. And I would probably feel the same way, if it didn't happen to already be in my network, or my airspace. But it really doesn't make sense, unfortunately. But it has a trial. They have a trial, and give it a shot, because I think for a lot of you guys that have been simming for a long time, adding this portion to your flight simming, I think would be huge. It's immersive. It is real life. It is 1-to-1 how ATC is in real life around here, and to me, that's the coolest part about the flight simulator, is it replicates it for real. So if you want to role play, this is it. This is exactly what it sounds like flying around SoCal, like identically. It's freaking awesome.